My name's Ellie, welcome to my channel, and today we are doing my monthly update on Project 3030. Yes, I filmed a different outfit, and then I realized how annoyed I was getting by the fact that shirt doesn't really let me reach forward. Because fuck having shoulders. So, new outfit, same makeup. Let's talk about what I've used up and what I haven't really touched. I kind of want to go in the order that I put stuff on my face, but that's also just kind of how I section stuff across my little area. I tried to watch my video because I did not keep a list of what is, like, I have stuff that is in here, and then every time I film, I mention, oh, I'm going to throw this in, and then I don't use that. So I tried to get everything. We'll see what's going on. First thing, I did finish up this Infallible Pro Matte Foundation from L'Oreal. I like it. Again, I like it a lot. I have been using these two Bare Minerals in Porcelain and Shell. So Porcelain is one that I was mixing with the L'Oreal one and now has some actual visible usage. They're really, really thick, so you have to kind of wait for it to settle on its own. I don't think this one has enough usage to show progress yet. I'm going to make a line on the light one, and we will go from there. Powders. I used up a lot of powders. Oh, so I'm going to keep using those two for the foreseeable future. I don't need a ton of product. They make a good match for my skin, in my opinion. I used up both of my Fit Me powders. They're both done and dead because I didn't like them, which means that I tried real hard to finish these. So those are done. I do finally feel like I've gotten the last bits of powders out of this Sephora Beauty Amplifier setting powder, blah blah blah. So this is done. I have picked up two powders from Revolution, Makeup Revolution. So the Ghost Powder and the Lace Powder, I think together they make a pretty good shade for me. So I've been mixing them together in this bigger container. They're going to take a while to go through. It's a decent amount of product. Yeah, it's 70 grams of product total to go through. But now that I'm actually setting my face with this, starting the last couple days since I finished those setting powders, we're good to go on that. I'll talk eyeshadow, but I did not make a lot of progress. We'll show you the ones that I did. So in here, we're almost done. Almost so close to dead on this one. After that's finished, I'll probably use this one. And I mentioned that I would save this one, but I'm probably just going to go in and use it next just to clear that row as quickly as I can. Which is good, because I had hit pan on that top shade and not much else. Oh, I should also talk about, I haven't used this for much of anything else. I've kind of tapped into it here and there. I've been using the brow thing, the one that I'm using as a brow powder. You can't see it, so I don't know why I keep saying it. It's tiny, minuscule progress. I've also been playing with using this brow pen. Let's see how much we've got in here. This much product. A lot of product. I'm just kind of using this to clean up the tail sometimes. I'm not trying really hard to pan it. I should use this one first, because that one has literally that much product. But I always forget. So hopefully I will have used this up next time, because I do actually want to use this one up. But those are brows. I have the teensiest bit of product left in here. It's just like a dusting on the end. This is Rock Crystal. I took the sifter out. I'm working on it. Every time I tap in, I'm like, oh, this is going to be the last day I use this. And it's almost dead. It's almost there. I'm working on it. It'll be done by the next time I see you guys. After that, I want to start using High Style, which is another loose pigment, satiny type thing. It's about halfway down. It's hard to film because it's light and shimmery. I I really haven't used these much. I did like one look. I did one look, so they're about the same. I have not fucked with these much at all, other than like tapping a little bit in my inner corner. I'm still in quarantine, so I'm using all the makeup that I could not normally wear to the office, or like fun stuff, and I expect to start churning through these when we go back to wearing office makeup, because I have set a new kind of mind goal for myself. I want to, once I'm going back to the office and wearing makeup every day, like office-y makeup, I want to pan these, and then I want to just kind of pick some of the palettes I have that are good office palettes and just wear boring office makeup day in and day out. Because I have a lot of really nice, neutral, chill palettes that I don't wear because they're not fun enough for my weekend makeup, but I'm also doing something else during the week. And I look at them, and the few times I do use them, I'm like, yeah, this would make a great daily, week office palette, and I'm not using it. So we're working on that. I guess we'll talk about this one. I used up the last little bit of treasure playing with stuff. This is going to most likely be, if I can get this to work. I've been messing with trying to repress the shades and hopefully get better pigmentation from the shadows. If not, it'll get used up pretty quickly. I have makeup I want to use up, and it's nice makeup, and it's good, boring office makeup. I should use it. Moving in, I'll talk about this one really quick because it's boring. I used up a lip balm from Lush. It is the None of Your Beeswax lip balm. I will probably start saving these containers to depot some lipsticks since I have a good lip brush coming finally, and then I can start using the ones that I have. A couple ones that are really, really good lipsticks but are too like goopy and emollient to really apply well on the bullet, so I want to just put them in some pots, get my brush, put them on with the brush, go through them that way. That is my goal. Blush and bronzer. Fucking finished it. Took forever, and I just finished it today because there's a tiny little sliver sitting in the corner being annoying. I'm not going to chuck this in there because I actually want to repress something else into this compact, which is the Franken bronzer I made in here. I mixed some of the bronzer from the Tarte Pineapple palette, some of Gotham from Nabla, and some of a gray shadow to make a really, really nice bronzer for me. But I pressed it kind of wonky, and I think I can fit more in here, and then I can have like a good amount of product to go through and just keep repressing it into that. So I'm going to take this out of here and repress it into the Bare Minerals one, so it'll be different next time. Blush, I have itty bitty left, just a tiny little corner left of my Franken blush, and then once that is finished, I'm going to start using these two, which is why I put this in the Franken bronzer in here so it could be in the thing, but I don't like it. I don't like how I pressed it, so I'm gonna do it again. But I'm gonna start using these two together in combination. So that is Argyle and Hot Mama. Argyle has like a bit of a dip going. I've used it a lot. It's a great blush, and these two together make a really nice look. I did a tutorial messing around with how these would look and making sure that it still looked the way I wanted it to, so that's my next blush plan. It brings us into highlighters. I actually did finish some stuff. I think it was Blue Moon I still had some left, and I finished that. I finished up Pink Heart. We have Pan in Blue Moon, or Blue Ice, Lucky Clover, and Star. So hopefully these two will be gone next month, and then I can just have one cool toned highlighter. I've been using it, and if I use the right amount, it's not as aggressive as it used to be. So I have plans there. I also have Pan in Vanilla Quartz, like big ol' pan. This one is hopefully going to keep going with the blush and the two blushes I like to mix from the balm. And then for other days, we have my franken one, which I was like, it's just gonna move over from the side. I picked it, I made a decision, and it's really cute, and it is moving across, so it used to be straight up and down. We have technically pan, even though it started with pan based on how I pressed it, but that is progress in my opinion. I used up one of my setting sprays. I have another one. I'm not like weighing or doing that, but that does count as another empty. And lip products. I have not really done a lot with the lip products. Oh, brow. I'm using my brow wax is getting small, but I have another one, so we're getting there. Still using it every day for my brows. Lips. I've used this one a couple times, but I don't really know if it's going to be super visible, the change. This is True Love Means from Hourglass. It's a nice little peachy nude. I've been trying to use it when I don't have a plan for anything else. If I'm like finishing a look and I don't know what I want to do lip-wise, I'm trying to pick up one of the ones that I brought out specifically for that. I mentioned chai in my last one, and I did not do anything with this all month long, so it is the same, and I entirely forgot that I had moved that into my panning rotation. I'll try to remember. No promises. I do think I've made some progress on Rosewood. It's getting smaller. I'm trying to use this. I'm working on it. It's the same thing with eyeshadow, with all of my options right here, and I'm not like taking one and leaving the house and being out all day most of the week with it. I can just change it over and over again. I've used a lot of ones down there. I keep just being like, oh, this feels nice, let's use this. And if I don't have a plan, or if I don't have one where I'm like, oh yeah, this is what springs to mind when I'm finished with my look, I'm trying to use those too, but it's not the most realistic in my head to just keep doing it. I am bringing in this lip gloss. It's what I'm wearing today. It's from Bare Minerals Gen Nude Pout. It's a really nice pinky gloss. It's kind of sticky, so I want to use it up, but it has a nice opaque line when I'm done with it. I'm just trying to work on it. That's where we're at. The stuff that is my base products, so like foundation, powder, blush, bronzer, those things have been really easy to keep using up. Eyeshadow and lips, I'm sitting in the variety that I own, so it's really hard to pick the ones that I've set aside being like, these are my take to the office stuff. But I'm not going to the office. I can do whatever I want with my face. You know, I did whatever I wanted with my hair, which needs kind of a touch-up soon, but I have so many other things to pick up that it's really hard to use certain parts of it. And I expect that to go down when we go back to working in an office. Until then, I'm doing whatever I want. And I am using eyeshadow. I'm wearing more makeup than I have been previously. I'm just not using all of the same things. So I'm happy that I'm using more parts of my collection. And I will catch up on the eyeshadows, hopefully, eventually. I am panning the setting ones, like the beige ones. I'm panning that. But yeah. Until then, we're just going to keep doing the fun makeup. Like today. Today I did a different palette. It's just not what I made from my franken stuff. So, stuff is happening. I'm working on it. Finished some things. We're really getting there. I am very optimistic. Oh no. About 30 items. But I have franken bronzer to make and repress. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching.